Hello everybody, today we are taking a look at Firefall, the upcoming free-to-play MMOFPS that's currently in closed beta. I've been popping in and out of the beta at various points over the last several months, and just yesterday actually, Red 5 Studios deployed their big summer Milestone patch, which completely overhauled every aspect of the game, from classes to weapons to combat to skills, movement. It's a completely different game. As a matter of fact, the official patch notes only had two things listed. One, changed everything, and two, created fun. So I was really interested in jumping back in and seeing just how much the game has changed with this big update. So here we are, I've created a new character, and we're just going to jump right in.
Sin uplink established. Remote team members online.
Boss, wake up. You'll be landing at Copacabana soon, boss. It's a great place for a vacation, but we need to pay the bills first. Let's see if we can find some work here.
Coming into the city now? Hold on, I'll bring her around.
Don't worry. Once we get hooked into Sin, I'll scan the local feed. We'll find something. Boss, the shared intelligence network is still down over much of this region. We will have to patch in manually to receive missions and to get data flow. I'm pinging you a waypoint where the Sin Tower is located near the center of the resort.
Okay, so here we are in the Copacabana. Apparently it is not the hottest nightclub in Havana in this game. But it's the first main hub town that you're going to find yourself in. And Firefall definitely plays on a lot of the traditional MMO aspects. It's not like a game like PlanetSide, where that's just a pure shooter with a persistent world. No, this is more of your typical World of Warcraft style game. It just happens to have guns and jetpacks, and that makes it absolutely awesome in the meantime. So right here at the starting area, we already have our first quest to activate the Sin network, and that's the overall UI that runs over the entire game. It gives you your maps, your squads. It's very important to the overall game. And where's my next waypoint? Over here. For this particular character, I started off with an engineer, but you can change your class at any time. But I really enjoy the engineer from previous versions of the beta, and I'm going to run with that for now, because I really am excited to see a lot of the changes they made to the class. They made it a lot more active than it used to be.
That's it, we're in. Now we can see all the traffic in this area and receive messages in Copacabana. Open up your map. See the green circle around Copacabana? That's the range of this Sin Tower. The more towers we find, the more of the map we'll uncover. I'm also directly patched into your Sin feed. I can see what you see. Picking up an emergency transmission. Patching you in.
This is Ratchet in Copacabana Engineering. Our water's been cut off. We need somebody to inspect the aqueduct valves that carry the water from the moisture farms. Can you help?
We have to help them. The melting has destroyed all of the other moisture farms in this area. If this one goes down, Copacabana won't have any water. Ratchet, we're on it.
Thanks, please hurry.
Alright, so let's move on and do this next quest. I should have a waypoint around here somewhere. There it is. Now, I could run down there, but this game, of course, gives you a jetpack for a reason. And yes, you can nicely switch between first and third person views. So I actually have jump jets as a engineer, and that's okay. I like to switch to third person view for some of these traversal segments. It's just a little more natural to be flying around in third person as opposed to first person. Alright, while we're here, let's take a quick look at the battle frame station. And apparently... wrong button! Apparently I can't change my battle frame just yet. Oh, that's right. It's changed into the garage now for that. I apologize for the mix-up. Like I said, new version of the beta, lots of things have changed. I'm still kind of working on it. I'm actually going to switch to my secondary weapon for combat purposes. It's my primary weapon. Actually, that's a new primary weapon. I think I'm going to check that out. Before, it used to just be a repair beam. And here's the water valves.
Watch out! That valve is venting badly. Hurry, see if you can shut it off.
Yeah, this is a cool new weapon they talked about, where it's a beam. And the longer it's active on the enemy, it ramps up in damage. You see, it does very little damage at first, but the longer I use it, the more effective it is. And that's some dudes, so we're going to pop down a turret.
Turret deployed!
It also has a secondary fire. I wonder if that's the repair ray. I think it is. Okay. Man, these dudes are everywhere. Oh! Alright, some goodies up here. And I'm picking up crafting materials in addition to ammo and health as well. And that's going to be very important as the game goes on.
This valve station is ruined.
I see the data now. What a mess. Clear out some of these piranhas so they stop mucking around with my valves.
The melting is changing all the wildlife, making them more aggressive. These piranhas from Alpha Prime are especially dangerous.
So now we have your traditional MMO kill X number of enemies questline. So I'm wondering what that little arc underneath my reticle is. Honestly not sure, because that wasn't in the previous version. I think it might have something to do with my charge on my weapon. I don't know. So I'm actually going to switch to my secondary weapon using the Q button.
Halfway there. We have to thin them out.
Each character carry 2 weapons at a time. One primary, one secondary, and you can choose which ones to equip based on what you have. It's a MMO gear type system, and I hit the wrong button. Oh, I can actually lay down 2 turrets. That's nice. And in the previous version, you could only drop your turrets where you were standing. Now I can actually place them anywhere I want just by pointing. I gotta wait for the cooldown. So I'm pretty sure there's some bugs that are gonna pop out of these things.
And his name shall be Corky.
Okay. There we go. Where's the bugs? And of course it's Beta.
Look out!
There's the bugs.
Just a few more.
Oh, my other turrets are still kicking ass over here. Awesome.
Great job. That should be enough.
Meet me in Copacabana. You've taken care of the Iranas, but we've still got to get that water flowing. I've got a plan.
A plan, she says. Alright, let's pick up our loot and get the heck out of here. Where did my waypoint go? There it is.
They really chewed this thing up. The MPU is ruined. I'm gonna need some silicate fragments to make a new one.
I detected some silicate deposits down by the beach, but we're going to need something to get to the silicates inside.
Here, take these sonic detonators. I was saving them in case the Chosen invaded, but you can use them to blast open the silicate deposits.
Hey boss, oil spill here. Use the call down menu on your nav wheel to access the sonic detonators. It contains things you picked up for special missions, like them detonators.
Interesting. Ah, check this out. For when jump jets just aren't enough. Oh, I messed that up. I'm going back. You get a hang glider.
I'm detecting a silicate deposit nearby. Do you see it?
Oil spill here. Target the deposits with your sonic detonators and you'll extract those silicates right out.
We've got our first silicate fragment. We're going to need more if Ratchet is going to fix the aqueduct MPU. The melting has ruined everything. I can't believe the Aegis is still 4 light years away.
And I'm planning to be numero uno in the waiting list when it arrives. Goodbye melding, goodbye Earth.
Shush. Hope is taken one step at a time.
Where'd you go, buddy? Whatever. Alright, so this quest is basically teaching us how to gather minerals outside of combat, where I can use these detonators to basically mine. And there will be other more interesting ways to gather materials later on. One of the big things they changed about crafting in the latest build is now you can use any materials you want to craft an item. And the quality of the materials you use determines the quality of the item you receive. So it really encourages people to get out in the world and explore and find the more rare item types. And I have no idea where I'm going here. So just all up in this area here. Go away. Yeah, I think we're having some AI issues in the latest builds. Because I remember these guys being a little less stupid before. There's one. Where's my stuff? Okay, either that's bugged or I can't get that yet.
Turret deployed!
Okay. Now they pop out. Alright, so I'm actually going to pause the recording here while I go and finish off this quest, because sitting here watching me running around looking for mining nodes isn't exactly the most entertaining video around, so I'll catch up with you guys in just a bit. Okay, so we're back, and the reason I was having such a hard time finding these deposits was because in the latest build they've actually been moved up to the tops of the mountains and the crags in the surrounding area. Like I said, they really want you to explore the world now. In previous version they were all just kind of down at ground level. So here we are collecting the last one.
Good. We have all the fragments we need. This should allow Ratchet to rebuild the MPU and get the water flowing to Copacabana. Let's go find Ratchet.
Ah.
Hey, you found them all. Bring them over, and I'll show you how you can build the MPU. Beauty. Use the molecular printer over there, and I'll show you how to put it together. Bet you've never used an Omnidyne MJet before.
Great work! You've gained enough experience piloting that battle frame to purchase new tech. Remember, the Accord treats your experience like cash, so please spend it wisely.
Okay, so first we're going to do the crafting thing. And I'll have you know, lady, I have used one of those, whatever you said it was, before. So anyway, we're going over to the molecular printer, which is our crafting station.
With the silicates you found, you'll be able to construct a replacement MPU by printing molecules layer by layer.
Load the manufacturing station with the MPU template. It should take only a matter of seconds until it's built and ready to unload.
So we have our manufacturing bays. This is the number of items you can craft at any one time. So we're going to unlock the first, of course. And to begin manufacturing, hit the load button. And now here's where we can choose the materials that we want to use. Or actually, I'm sorry, this is where we're going to choose what we're making first. And it tells you how much materials are required. It requires 100. I have 287, so more than enough. And it's going to take 20 seconds to build. So I can build. And now, if I wanted to, what I could do from here is I could leave this, go walk away, and do other stuff. And when it's done crafting, I can come back and pick it up. Because, of course, higher level items are going to have much longer crafting times. Not everything's going to take 20 seconds to make. And I can unload.
And bingo, Bob's your uncle. It's done.
We'll need to take this to the master valve station and install it. It'll propagate the changes to the other valves via SYN, and everything should be fixed up.
Careful though, the installation creates quite a racket. likely to attract the undesirables.
Alright, now let's see if I can find that whole leveling up thing they were talking about. Maybe that's what the battle frame station is for? And whatever this is, I can't even use it. Probably looking at the wrong thing. Here it is. Battle frame garage. This is what I was talking about earlier.
This is your battle frame garage. Here you can sell, modify, or purchase any battle frame you are licensed to pilot. You can also customize any of your current battle frames. The equipment you install will require a balance of weight, power, or CPU from your battle frame. Just be careful not to exceed your battle frame's maximum capabilities in these 3 fields.
So yes, here we are at the garage. This lets you change your class, upgrade, do pretty much anything you want with your character. This was a major thing going into the summer milestone, giving you a lot more customization options than they did before. As you can see here, I can even unlock new battle frames if I want to. Let's take a quick look at the various classes that are available. I already have, of course, the Engineer. Like I said, it's your deployable type unit. We have the Assault, which is your main DPS class. They're really based around movement speed and high-powered weapons. The Dreadnought is your big defensive class, lots of shields, giant heavy guns. The Biotech is the new class that's actually replaced the Medic. It's really built more around support now instead of just sitting there holding down your left mouse button waiting for the enemies to die from the person you're healing. A lot of more debuffs that have been put in, and they really made it a lot more active and fun. And I think for the first time in an MMO, I might actually play a healer. And then finally you have your Recon, which is your traditional sniper class. But we're going to head back and see what the heck we're doing here. So I'm going to go click on my Engineer frame. Like I said, this is all new to me. Alright, here we are, Tech License Tree. So this is basically my talent tree for the Engineer class. And of course you can see the ones for all the other various classes as well. Since I haven't unlocked the others yet, I can't quite use those. What am I here? So I think this is me. Yes, alright, here we are. So with my amount of experience I've earned, there actually are no levels in the game. You spend your experience on various skills, and from what it's looking like here, that once you spend enough experience, you actually upgrade to what we just saw here with the different tiers of frames that your advanced models, as they're showing here, which looks really cool. It's something completely new, and I'm really looking forward to seeing where they're going with it. But anyway, let's look at what my options are right now. Have the quick deploy shield, and I'm not seeing any mouse over. I don't want to click on anything and accidentally buy it. Basic conduit mechanics and short circuit mine. Alright, so let's click on the shield and see what happens. Okay, good. It didn't automatically buy it. Alright, so this is a new skill that I unlock that it puts a force field down on the battlefield. That's cool. How do I... There we go. Alright, this advances my jump jets. And... Can I... There we go. And this lays down a mine. Alright, I think I'm actually going to go with the shield. I spend 3,200 experience to unlock. Thinking about it. There we go.
Fantastic! Looks like you've earned a great upgrade. To take advantage of your new gear, head to the nearest garage terminal to modify your battle frame.
That's where I am. Okay. And you see that has now unlocked additional options as well. And I'm that much closer to getting to my next tier model. So how do I get out of here? Escape always works. And exit. Oh, I didn't equip the skill. I don't know how to equip the... That's interesting. Okay, so I can click on the various bits of armor. I will figure this out eventually, I promise. I don't want to go back to the tree. Oh, okay. Wow, this is really cool. I love... Wow, this is awesome. So this is where you can really get in here and visually customize your gear instead of it just being an armor doll. This is really nice. I really like this. Alright, so we're going to go into Ability 2 and use the shield. And as you can see down here at the bottom, it's giving you requirements, and that's how they're really balancing the game. If they're giving you the ability to unlock whatever you want, whenever you want, of course based on your experience level, then they have to limit that through weight and power. So you can't just upgrade your weapons without upgrading the basics of your armor as well. But looks like I have enough. I still need to figure out what the heck all this stuff over here means specifically. Let's try and zoom back out here. So it looks like I have milliliters. I'm guessing that's a fuel capacity for my jump jets, CPU power, total energy consumption, and weight. Or milliliters. I have no idea what the milliliters means. I think that's the actual CPU, though, so I'm assuming there's some sort of weird math. Yeah, CPU is at 1169 ml. I'm going to assume that's not milliliters. But I think I've got the new skill now. I don't, because I failed. There it is. Now it's equipped. Let's just take a quick look at it. Oh, that's a big shield. I like that. Alright, so we're actually going to stop part... Oh, that didn't last very long, though. Alright, looks like it's a temporary use, which makes sense. It's, like I said, they're more action-oriented. They don't want you to just sit back and hide behind your shield. So you deploy the shield quickly in battle when you need it, and then it goes away. So that, yeah, much more active for the engineer. But anyway, as I was saying, we're going to stop part 1 here and pick up in a little bit for part 2. Thanks for watching.